Inside the Crossfire, my repair for the headliner over by the pillar seems to have done fine. It lasted me a year. But if you look up here, the headliner fabric has all fallen from the middle of the headliner backing. And it's been stretched really tight, which is great. It looked good when the car was new, but it's not like I can just put some pressure on it and get it back up there again. This thing has, the glue is dried out, I think. And we're obviously going to pull the sun visors, get the sun visors off of there, and probably deal with all this electrical stuff. Back it right out the passenger side door here. You got to get up here and get this dome light out of here. Let's get the right tool for the job here. But I do have some concerns about beating up the backing. And I'm not sure what they use, even if it's cardboard or if it's plastic or particle board. But we don't want to destroy this backing on the headliner. If you notice there, I just went ahead and used a AAA card and popped the plastic free. Pretty confident we probably have a couple of bolts up here, retaining screws that hold everything in place. Yeah, we do. It's right here and here. Not sure if I have to take these bulbs out or not to get this out of here. Looks like we might have a couple of retaining clips here on the sides too. These screws are a little bit tricky to get the screwdriver head into, so you don't lose these screws when they pop out of here. Oh, look at that. You can kind of, all of this just kind of popped right down. Oh yeah, this thing's just barely holding in there. Yeah, this just gently pops right out of there. See here, there's a small retaining clip. There we go. Looks like we do have something going on here. Let's see if these can be disconnected. Get on out of there. Okay, you're going to want to position the seat all the way forward. And all the way down. As far down as it'll go. There you go. All the way forward. All the way down. Okay, we are looking at the passenger side because I've already done the driver's side. You can see here that the hard plastic shell that is holding the headliner in is pressure fit. You know, it's being held in here by the rubber weather stripping near the trunk. You can get in here without breaking this. There you go. And pull this free. Now you'll see down in there, so I hope you can see down in there. See that little white retaining clip? See that? There's one also right about there. So there's two of them that you have to pop free on both sides, on both the passenger and the driver's side. We have the passenger side done on this side, and we'll have to do, you would have to do the driver's side as well. I've already done the driver's side. Here's the special tool that I picked up from AutoZone. It's designed specifically to pull the retaining clips. Okay, I'm sure you can barely see that. My finger is probably in the way here. I'll spread it out a little bit. If you look in there, there's another retaining clips, very similar to the white ones that we had on the outer shell, but this one is a black button clip that needs to get pulled probably more with a tool than with our fingers. And I wouldn't try to pull this through by using the headliner backing itself, because you'll probably pull that button right through it and destroy the backing. This is something that's got to be kind of manipulated, and you got to be very careful with it. Very difficult to shoot while I'm doing it. Like so. I don't even know. Retaining clip. I wanted to give you a closer look here by what I meant by everything's kind of pressure fit in. If you look, the rubber weather stripping plays a big part in keeping this hard shell in place, where the hard shell holds the headliner and the headliner backing into place. See the retaining clip there, you see the retaining clip there, and the weather strip going the entire way down. All of it applies pressure to this hard shell, which helps keep everything in place up here at the headliner. This right here, it's clear, is going to need to be done very gently and very carefully. Because this material, it's like particle board. It's very, very brittle. You can see up in here they've got some sound deadening material in there. That's nice. It's what you would expect from a car of this caliber, I guess. Okay, I've got everything under a protective coating in here. This is a plastic sheeting I got when I bought my car paint. So I think this is probably something that professionals use to mask off the cars. It's about 2 feet wide. Really, you could probably use a sheet and do this, or I don't know, some cardboard or something maybe. But the idea here is there are some sharp edges here, even though it's kind of cardboard or particle board like material, and we don't want it to scrape up the interior of the car. And everything in here is really pretty much in peril because you know, it's plastic, and the silver has got a clear coat on it. So any semi-hard or hard edge could wind up scraping the hell out of it. So I've put this plastic down in order to kind of help protect it. I'm hoping it's not too thin. I'm hoping it can stand up to, you know, an accidental scrape or, you know, some rubbing from extracting this headliner backing out of here. Now, originally this headline backer came in through the windshield before the windshield was in the vehicle and pinned up there, you know, relatively easily. Well, unfortunately, we can't just really pop the windshield out. At least I don't have the tools to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it through the driver's side door here. First things first, I'm going to pull the backing forward to get it out of the hard shell that we have popped free earlier. Then I will go ahead and shove it back again to get it over the top of the seats and away from the rear view mirror. One thing I wanted to show you, I did off camera, I didn't really mean to, I was just kind of inspecting it, and I pulled the weather stripping away from the backing, and everything just kind of dropped on both sides. So it's not in there all that tight, and you can pop it free relatively easily. It's not like you need any special tools at that point. I'm gonna adjust the mirror first. Now that it's out of the hard shell and down, I'm going to pull it back under, well, back below the hard shell in order to get this down below the steering wheel, the steering column. Ever so gently. Got to be very careful here. This section right here took up a kind of a hell of a beating. I've got a way to deal with that, but we're going to have to be real careful putting it back in again.
Tape being 2020 on pulling that out of there, I think I would run a strip of tape. If you can see this, there's lots of rubber and stuff here to get all this caught up on it. What I would do before I would extract that headliner backing, I would go ahead and just tape this whole thing with painter's tape, maybe even exterior painter's tape, clear up and around this edge. I'm going to go ahead and be doing that for the reinstallation, so it just doesn't have anything extra to get caught up on. And then we should be good with regards to putting it back in. It won't get so caught up on all this stuff. If you take a look at this, see there's plenty of little things to get caught up on that cardboard going back in. Hopefully it won't chew it up as bad if that's all taped down.